Hello and welcome to this brand spanking new episode of What's Past This Podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm James.
I'm Damian.
And I'm Robert. And on today's episode, we are talking about, well, we don't actually know. I'm going to see what happens and how this episode unfolds.
And if that's your thing, why not like, subscribe, and comment down below?
And if you're listening to us on any other platform, please hit that follow button. Hi, Mum.
Nothing like a train journey to Warrington to lighten the spirit.
It's such a shell. It makes Holyhead look pretty.
Wow, that's saying something.
God, that is saying something. Yeah.
It makes Frill look pretty.
That definitely saying something. Mind you, I haven't been to a hill for a while, so I don't know if it's changed since I've last been there. It's been about 15 years, maybe, since I've been there to the hill. 14, 15
To be
years,
honest,
yeah.
like I went there last Christmas. I probably said this on the last episode. I did a couple of days cover on their panto.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah, and I was surprised because I haven't been there for 15 years or something, and I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't anywhere near as bad as everyone says it is.
The moment you know you're in Rill is when you look down and your watch is missing. I can say that because I'm from Rill.
Oh, there we go. He's sick.
Oh God, yeah, you are, aren't you? Jeez.
Oh shit, yeah.
And what do people say about Real? Why is it so bad? I don't know anything about the place. So.
Gang violence.
Oh, okay.
Gang violence.
Oh, okay. Gun violence.
Drugs.
No. Drugs, yeah.
Drug violence.
I see. Okay.
Drug gangs.
Okay.
You know that it's a
Drug
bit
gang
dilapidated and that as well.
Yeah,
Down.
in places, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a recommended spot for visitors then.
Well, I mean, sort of is, but
Yeah, it sort of
because they've
is.
got a sea zoo type place there, haven't they?
I think so. But it's also, let's visit the place where your wallet goes missing. You know, that
Okay.
kind of place.
Right.
I used to like going to the arcades. I don't know if they're still there.
I suppose the pavilion is another reason why people go there.
Yeah.
Aren't they doing a zip line thing next to it now as well?
I don't know.
From Zip World.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I've seen something like that on good old Daily Post of all mails.
Is that just a quick way of getting out of Rill?
Target practice
Escape
of the
route.
people, all the real people down below throwing stones at you. Go overhead. No, I thought it was kind of, at least the seafront looked like it had a bit of money thrown at it. So
Oh yeah, the seafront definitely has.
yeah, it wasn't too bad, and the theatre there's quite nice.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I've seen in the theatre there was Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I definitely loved it there, and I'm sure you remember, James, how much I played the Joseph album so many times.
I've just remembered the last time I was in Hill was your birthday, David.
Chill for my birthday.
Yeah, we went to watch Queen tribute band.
That could be it then. Maybe I don't
Let's
know.
watch Queen tribute band.
Yeah, they were-
my foster mum was well into tribute bands at the time, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, for Damien's birthday, let's go! It's my
Yeah.
treat."
It's a treat.
Isn't that where Anne brought a friend that none of us knew?
Yeah, and Anne brought a friend that no one knew.
I saw Avenue Q in Real Pavilion with Anne when I was
Oh,
about, don't know, 12 or something. I was sat between Anne and Helen, and it was, if you've not seen Avenue Q, it's kind of the Muppet. It's like a parody of the Muppets, but with like really adult themes.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's like a sex scene in it.
Oh, so you're a
With
rose between
puppets.
two thorns, basically seeing a sex scene.
So it was a bit awkward.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's like being there. It's like watching a sex scene on TV with your parents, but worse. Speaking of puppets, I'm getting into watching the comedian Randy Feltface, I think it's called. It's basically just a purple puppet that does standard comedian stand-up lines.
Oh, right, okay.
But for some reason, I find that more entertaining than watching a normal comedian. I think I've just got a mind of a child.
I like watching the ventriloquist Jeff Dunham.
Oh yeah,
He's brilliant. He's an American ventriloquist.
we've got Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
That's the one.
We got
Silence, I kill you.
that one from Ahmed.
Yeah.
What's his name? The Old Man Puppet.
Oh yeah, I forget his name.
Those are the only two I know, but I know there's a lot more.
The jalapeno.
Oh, I thought that was a different guy.
No, same guy.
Oh, okay.
Have any of you seen, talking of puppets, have you seen this program called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
No, I haven't.
Never heard of it.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really good. Well, it's like a kind of British sort of Muppets-esque kind of parody that's quite dark and stuff, is what I've heard. It's not much I can say about it, given that I haven't watched it, but it exists anyway.
Sorry, what was it called?
It's called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Okay.
I think it's on Channel 4.
TV? Who watches TV these days? It's all about theatre.
Yeah.
Juxtaposing a childlike, colourful environment and its inhabitants against disturbing themes. It's a dark comedy, in case you didn't get it from that.
On the topic of comedy, isn't the show that we're doing in Ucheldre a comedy?
Yeah, it's got comedy themes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, what are we doing in the show, Steve?
Well, I play 3 characters in it. I play an air steward, and a surfer dude, and... shut up.
Sorry. That's the most implausible thing I've ever heard.
Well, it's an Australian surfer dude, because it's set in Australia, because it's called Ladies Down Under. So they're on holiday in Australia, because they've won, between them, a group of ladies have won £500,000 on the horse racing. Because the first play was called Ladies' Day, which was where this is the sequel, Ladies Down Under. And then, so he's an Australian surfer dude, is the second one I play. And then the third one I play is an Australian sort of traveller, sort of slightly Crocodile Dundee-esque. Well, that's what I'm going to go with anyway. That's how I'm playing it.
How's your Australian accent?
It's not bad. Getting there. Damian, what are you doing?
Well, what I'm doing right now is talking to you guys on this podcast.
No,
Hello, audience.
in
How are
the
you?
play, you plebsicle.
Plebsticle.
In the play, unfortunately, Andy had to pull out because he got ill.
Yes.
Feel better, Andy. And his role was an Australian drag queen. So now I'm doing it. I'm taking his place to be the Australian drag queen. I don't know how to do an Australian accent, and I've just got a vague idea of how I'm going to play this drag queen. And I've got to do all that and learn all my lines in a month.
Yep. There's only one small scene you've got, Damian.
One small scene, I've got a whole bloody monologue, and then a lot of back and forwards. That scene is about 7 pages long.
And I got 3 characters.
Am I bothered? This is all about moi, you see.
God.
Does that
2006 called it once it's pop culture reference back.
have you had rehearsal yet?
No.
No.
Tuesday's my first rehearsal for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, Thursday just gone is where we had the first meeting discussing what was going to happen.
And
I
coincidentally, the act that they were doing there wasn't the one I was in anyway. So.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who's directing this one then?
Lynn Jones. Damien's character is called Koala Bear. As in B-A-R-E, not the animal.
But here's one for you, and here's a quite funny one. Mike's character is called Bondi Bitch.
Yep. Mike's the other drag queen. He seems to be enjoying it a bit too much.
Mike, yeah. I think Mike is enjoying it a bit too much. Yeah, it's on the 10th to the 12th of August.
That's right.
And then you're doing the murder mystery in a couple of weeks after that.
Yes.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. Certainly am.
Unfortunately, I can't make it for that because I'm helping a friend with his charity event.
Yep.
So two charity events at the same time.
Yeah.
So he's going to be in it then.
I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to work that bit out. I need to make some phone calls. What I'm going to be doing after this.
Yeah, how many characters? It's about 6 characters.
Yeah,
something like that.
where one doubles up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better hurry up, Steve.
Oh, don't
Time's
worry.
ticking.
Have you read the updated script?
I've read the majority of it, yes. I haven't finished reading it.
Yeah.
I kept getting interrupted and started doing other things.
It started. So I wrote it in 2020.
Yeah.
And it was pretty kind of filthy, low rent then, and then I rewrote it like last week or so, and it's now even worse. So it's got loads of gratuitous swearing,
Yes.
and really dirty. Yeah, it's pretty horrible, really. So
Thanks for that.
Where did you get the inspiration for all the dirtiness then?
well, it's part of the genre, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I thought I'll just cram in as much as I can.
So, tell us about your charity event then, Damian. What are your friends doing that you're helping with?
Basically, as far as I know at the moment, it's going to be in Wrexham, and it's basically game speed runs, and people tune in to see it, or people can come and watch it. And it's all to raise money for a charity in Manchester called Everyone Can, which is a charity to help disabled children play games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it you say watch it? Is it on Twitch?
Yeah, it's on Twitch. It's on, or you can watch it in person.
Yeah.
It should be fun, really. I'm going to be there helping with sound, so that's the experience for me.
And where?
Yeah.
Where is it? Like, what is it in? What venue is it in?
Honestly, can't remember, but it may or may not actually be in a venue at the moment. It's a bit iffy. I haven't checked Discord yet. I've been pinged and I saw the notification and was like, I'll read it later. But if it's not in a venue, it'll still be over Twitch. So it's a speedathon called Insta Speedathon.
Oh, okay. Rob, you doing anything for charity?
No, not this time.
How dare you?
Well, tell you what, why don't we get you to do a bungee or something, or an abseil?
Oh my god.
Yes, sponsored event. Yeah.
Skydive.
Well, actually, there was an abseil happening today for Penrose Nature Reserve to raise money for that. It was happening
Yeah, there was.
in the Holyhead Breakwater Park.
So what's happening with that? Because they were talking about building something there, and
Yeah, it's a lot of people against it. That's what they're raising money for, to go against it for cost savings and try and protect it,
Unfortunately, I think it's a
Yeah.
losing cause, really,
Why'd you say that?
because it's a company behind it.
Yeah.
Companies have lawyers. Companies can easily do legal stuff a lot easier, and it's a big company apparently.
Mm.
And they've gotten their way before, so I've heard.
You got what?
I've heard on the grapevine they've got their way before with
Oh.
stuff like that. So outlook is not looking good, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, the last application ran out and they've had to reapply. That's what I was trying to say. That's my understanding. I don't know if that's right, but yeah.
You're not making your own Damianisms, are you?
No.
and your MPs probably will be on the side, very much on the side of the company, I imagine.
Of the company? No. I don't think so. He wants to protect it, I believe.
He.
Yeah, I thought it was a she.
So
I was going with
Is
Three
it-
and a Half Year West, the Anglesey
Yeah, well,
Plaid Cymru one.
well,
There's now actually Plaid Cymru leader, I
the
believe.
Anglesey MP isn't that Victoria Crosby?
Yeah, I wasn't on about her.
Yeah.
I was on about Three and a Half Year West. He's probably supporting Penrose, saving Penrose.
Virginia Crosby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair, she didn't cross my mind.
Probably best. Didn't she get
She
done
involved
for?
or something?
She's a Tory. Yeah, didn't she
probably
get done for being part of the what's it called?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Like the lockdown parties.
Oh,
yeah,
did
she
she?
got. Yeah, she
Oh,
got
that's
caught.
it, yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
a few weeks ago this came out.
Yeah. She's been in the shop a few times.
has she?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of her in general, really. Like, one of the main things that I hated her for was was the fact that she decided to say no to free school meals.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, I've got friends who are really poor who relied on the school meals.
Yeah.
In June 2023, she apologised for attending an event in Parliament while lockdown restrictions were in place in December 2020. And this is kind of funny, funny. Yeah. In January 2023, she said that she wears a stab vest when meeting constituents, presumably in Holyhead.
Hey.
Make of that what you will, but I mean, she's not.
I mean, Holyhead is the most likely place for that, though.
Did I tell you about the flipping Boris Johnson off?
Oh,
You did,
yes.
a couple of times.
Several
I did.
times.
Several times, yeah. Okay.
When was that again?
It's my favourite anecdote.
Go on, you might as well say it again.
You visited
He
where?
visited like Holyhead and
Oh, right.
Anglesey a year or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew he was in town, but I was just driving along the road somewhere near, I think I was in Valley, just outside of Valley. I saw these police motorbikes go past, like 1, 2, 3, 4, what the hell's going on? And then there's like this series of like black Range Rovers with tinted windows and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's I know what's going on here, and so I kind of wound my window down and flipped him off, and yeah.
Did he actually notice that you did that? Or?
Well, the windows are all tinted, so
But
So you don't
didn't
know,
notice.
right? Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
know.
Yeah.
Knowing James, he probably flipped off the wrong car.
yeah, I probably flipped off the Dalai Lama or something.
I doubt the Dalai Lama will come to Holyhead, James.
Well,
Actually, didn't the Dalai Lama get in trouble for something recently as well?
Oh, tonguing a child, yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
What?
that's right.
Yeah, tonguing
Bad example.
tonguing a child.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I think his monk group came to Holyhead at some point recently.
Oh, yeah, there was a group of Buddhist monks, wasn't there? Yeah. Not Dalai Lama wasn't there, but some Buddhist monks
Yeah,
doing a show in the Ucheldre, weren't they?
I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know.
No, I just saw something advertising. A poster in the centre.
Do you think I pay attention to posters? Barely pay attention to myself.
True.
There you go. The Dalai Lama's untold story. I also see the Ucheldre have updated their website.
Oh yes, and I immediately edited it locally on my side, so it's dark mode. So I don't have to, every time I go on the Hereafter website, I don't need to be blinded by the brightness. It's a good,
It's,
it's a decent website.
Is that the rec website or the Ucheldre Centre
No,
website?
the Hereafter Centre.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Hey,
it's a lot better, to be fair.
We need to get Peter to update the Hereafter Rap website actually,
Uh-huh, yeah.
because it's still saying Roy Brown coming soon.
Have you got a poster for Ladies Down Under?
No,
No, we haven't actually. That's something we need to sort.
Uh-huh.
It's currently just got the script cover page.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
see,
yeah.
right. Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, it's the good old lineup of Andre Rieu
Oh, yes.
concerts.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the most punchable face. Yeah.
I was about to say you're like his biggest fan, aren't you?
I see the poster and I'm like, I really want to punch that guy. He might be a really nice guy, but he gives off this really arrogant vibe that I just really want to punch him.
Yeah, he's not, as I understand it, not very well liked even in the classical
Is he not?
music
Oh, right.
community.
I didn't
Just
know.
because basically he sort of plays the hits of, he plays these kind of very abridged versions of very, very famous classical music pieces in a way that's very Disney-esque.
Oh.
Sort of dresses up in all these ridiculous costumes, and it kind of looks like something from a Disney movie rather than it's like the worst possible thing if you want to get people into classical music is to like make it this ridiculously extravagant a kind of parody of what classical music is, or people think it is, you know.
I don't get the appeal of just people going there to watch a man wave a stick around and wear weird costumes.
He plays the violin.
But you know, I've seen the posters I've seen of him have a composer stick as well. I'm like, but I've seen you play violin.
Yeah.
Why you got that in your hand?
It's probably the violin stick he's got in his hand, and you've mistaken.
No.
I've never seen him with a baton.
I have.
Oh.
I've never seen him with a baton.
That's what it's called, isn't it? A baton?
A baton.
Yeah.
A baton.
That's implausible.
Oh, it might be a Mandela effect. Either way, I've seen it in my head.
I think he's in, you know, those when they have the live play broadcasts and they have the little Sky Arts trailer and he appears in that, and I think he is conducting.
Oh, right.
That might be what I'm thinking of then. I think.
Yeah, he does have a really slappable face, doesn't he?
Yes! Finally, I'm not the only one.
Wait, what's his name again?
Andre Rieu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
R-I-E-U.
Andre Rieu.
Oh, yeah, it says Dutch violinist and conductor.
I knew I wasn't going crazy.
Would you actually punch him if you saw him in person?
No. It's just one of those things that you say
just
to
say,
people.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely punch him, but you see him in person like, hello.
Yeah.
He's 73.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dutch violinist
Oh, yeah.
and conductor.
Oh,
Best
since
known
he's
for
73,
creating
you know, if
waltz.
I do punch him in the face, he might drop dead.
Yeah.
Don't want to risk that.
Yeah, I think he lives in a castle as well. Like,
Does he?
It's just like the most ridiculously kind of, yeah.
And that does sound really ridiculous. Like, you think too much of yourself anyway. Now you're living in a castle.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing with classical music, isn't it? It's just like it's seen as being this really inaccessible kind of elite art form. And the same, you know, to some extent, the same with like classical theatre and opera and ballet and so on. But I think theatre's like the best at bringing in new audiences and keeping things like relevant and fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas classical music is very much not like that.
He's known as King of Waltz, apparently.
The King of Waltz.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it says. And I
I'm
don't
sure
know
some
anything about him, to be honest.
I'm sure there's some classical artists who I definitely consider the King of Waltz.
I mean, he's not a composer, is he? He's just a
Violinist.
performer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking of waltzes, I've got a write one for The Winter's Tale that I'm doing in October.
Oh.
Big opening. Oh, maybe I'll have to watch some Andre Rieu for inspiration.
Oh, yes. Learn from the King of Waltz.
So you didn't mention that play you did the other week,
What, the show that we didn't talk about?
the Stonehenge one.
Oh.
Yeah, go on, let's talk about that. How did that
Talk
go?
about
Go on,
Roy
Rob.
Brown
Tell us about
reclaiming
that.
Stonehenge, you mean?
Yes.
Go on, Rob. You didn't have a chance to talk for this podcast, so let's hear your voice.
Yes. Take it away, Rob.
That play we only performed it twice, because of the time slot. That was the only time slot that we could get. Obviously, we usually perform our plays 3 times, but it's the only time slot we can get, so it's only twice. I think the second night went better than the first one.
Yes.
But you know, the first one wasn't bad as well. You know, it was good still, but I think everybody enjoyed it more the second night.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely enjoyed it because we had a little after-show party afterwards.
Oh yeah,
That's what usually happens on the last night.
yeah,
Oh,
it does. Yeah,
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
There ain't no party like an Ucheldre rep after show party.
No.
Talking to Holyhead, there's the Holyhead Festival in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going. Roller coasters? No.
You're not even going for a walk.
What?
You're not even going to go for a walk and see what's there.
What, and listen to pedantic tunes for like 5 seconds before it
Yeah.
goes, hello, this is the ride. Pedantic tunes, hello.
Well, you enjoyed the bumper cars last time, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, because we're attacking James.
I was going to say, who's playing the Holyhead Festival this year?
There's a Coldplay tribute band. What else is there? I think on the Thursday evening, I think, which is the kids' evening, you've got somebody playing Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, we know who's doing that.
Do we?
Becca.
Becca.
Yeah.
There's a man's name on the bloody poster.
Well, Becca said she's going to be doing Lewis Capaldi there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, I got lost then. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. And it was somebody else as well. Hang on, give me a second.
1,
Shut
2,
up. That was Mike.
3, 4,
Shut up.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I can count up to 10.
Very good, Damian.
Yeah, we already know you can count down from 10 as well.
Yeah. Now you can count that.
Yeah. On the Friday, you've got a group called Abarella, which is a tribute to ABBA. And a Lionel Richie tribute as well.
What are they called, or is it just Lionel Richie tribute?
Yeah, from ITV's Starstruck. And then there's somebody called Nick James with classic Motown and soul songs as well. That's on the Friday. On the Sunday, you got Bingo Bedlam. Saturday night.
So not got any
So
flowers?
that's the Sunday night, sorry. Pardon?
Not got any flowers or anything, or whatever you call James?
We changed
here
the
we
name,
go.
actually. We're called Peregrine now.
Peregrine, really?
Yeah.
On the Thursday, the children's show, which is in the evening, 7:30 till 10:30. You got Tom White as George Ezra, and then after that, Tom White as Lewis Capaldi. I guess I've said it for you. On the Saturday, you've got a band called Coldplay doing Coldplay.
What about...
It says Coldplay, and underneath it says the world's leading tribute to Coldplay. I don't know.
One's only
What
tribute
about
to
Pink
Coldplay.
Floyd, Pink with a C?
No, they're not there.
We're not having Pink Floyd, Pink with a C?
Not in the holiday. Not this time. No. Then on Sunday the 30th, you got the ultimate. It's a knockout. That's during the day. Also, a superb wrestling show for all the family.
I wouldn't have expected to see wrestling here in good old Jolly Head.
I'm sure it's been there. So last few Hollywood festivals, you know.
They just have to make sure they put a ring around it to differentiate what's the wrestling and what's just people fighting.
Oh, there, Damien. Alistair James is in there too.
Alistair James,
For
St
David's Hospice.
Oh, is he the guy that
marquee
did
there,
the
1 till 4?
The EDM version.
EDM version? Oh,
Well, the
love
original
that.
the original singer of it, and then someone from Club Cumbria remixed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So you've also got the Singing for Pleasure choir and the Holyhead Male Voice choir.
It's the big next weekend is the big Sheffield Music Festival, which is called Tramlines, but we're not playing it because we're doing we chose that weekend probably rather stupidly to do a massive weekend long recording session. So
Is it too late to change your mind?
yeah, but yeah, it's fine. There's our drummer's also in this a different band who have been going a lot longer, and they're playing a couple of times. So I think he'll have to leave early on Sunday and stuff. So it's a bit of a logistical nightmare because everyone's in 5 different bands and most of them are playing. But
Do Do you have a name for your band? Last time I asked, you said you didn't have a name.
It's called Peregrine.
Oh, okay.
Before it was something like Flowers or something, wasn't it?
It was Flowers, yeah, but
Like spelled flowers with a slash in it.
yeah. I was never a fan of that name.
I was so
but,
confused looking at it, man.
Yeah, it's just you have to explain. If you have to explain how the name is pronounced, then it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
Is it, really? Yeah, and then our drummer's in a band called I Set the Sea on Fire.
Is 5 questions alright? Or should I do
5?
one more?
No, 5 sounds fine to me.
Yeah. 5 questions then.
Okay.
Question 1. In what sport does Fanny Schmeller compete for Germany?
Oh, I remember this quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it one?
I don't remember the answer.
Is it A, swimming, B, show jumping, C, skiing?
Oh, wait.
I'm sure I'm sure we've done this quiz about 3 times,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put down the answer that I've put down every time, thinking that I remember it from the last time, and it will be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, so I chose a different one.
Barod for question 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is cartoon characters Andy Capp known as in Germany? Is it A, Dick Tingler, B, Willy Wacker, C, Helmut Schmacker? Which one of these songs is from the musical version of The Canterbury Tales? Is it A, I Have a Noble Cock, B, I Have a Majestic
What is
Goose,
this quiz?
or C, I Have a Regal Rooster? What 1993 film is concerned with the activities around Gobbler's Knob? Is it A, Grumpy Old Man, Steve,
Hey.
B, Jurassic Park, or C, Groundhog Day? Sorry, Steve. You're right next to me. So
What is a knob?
and for last question, question 5. What name is given to the sound hole of a violin? Is it A hole, B, F hole, or C, D hole? Ready for the answers, lads?
Cool.
What are the answers?
Yes.
So, question 1 was, in what sports does Fanny Schmeller compete for Germany? What are your answers?
Swimming.
I put swimming.
I put skiing because I thought swimming and I thought I got it wrong last time, so I changed it to skiing this time.
Steve is correct.
Oh.
You did it again, Jim.
Yeah, I was going to put swimming as well. And then I thought, no, hang on, I put that last time. I'm sure that was wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure I put skiing last time and it was wrong, so I put
No,
swimming.
skiing
Was right.
Yeah, no, I put swimming. I thought I got it wrong last time.
What is cartoon character Andy Capp known as in Germany? A, Dick Tingler, B, Willy Wacker, C, Helmut Schmacker. What's your answers, lads?
Rob?
I'm not
That's not my
going
answer,
first.
by the way.
I went for B.
Steve?
I said C for some reason.
I said C
Rob?
as well. I said the helmet one.
Well, James is correct. It's Willy Wacker.
I was going to go for that, and I thought, nah,
Tis Willy Wacker.
damn it.
Again, for me, all of these are guesses.
I mean,
These are stupid.
if you know these answers,
This is so stupid.
if you know these answers, you've got a weird life.
Yeah.
Yes.
The on-
Go
Yeah.
on, next one.
There's only one question on here that I think is normal.
Yeah. Go on.
Which of these is a song from the musical version of the Canterbury Tales? A, I Have a Noble Cock. B, I Have a Majestic Goose. Or C, I Have a Regal Rooster.
And I put rooster.
I put A.
I put A as well.
Well, Rob, you're wrong. It is A.
Yay!
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised there.
What 1993 film is concerned with the activities around Gobbler's Knob? Is it A, Grumpy Old Man, B, Jurassic Park, or C, Groundhog Day?
I went for C on that one, because I couldn't remember any mention of that in Groundhog and in Jurassic Park, and I don't think I've seen. I can't remember Grumpy Old Men.
I went for C as well.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you're all correct.
Hey.
It is Groundhog Day.
Now
that-
one.
Now, Rob, I'm expecting you to get this one correct. What name is given to the sound of a hole of a violin? Is it A, C? Is it A hole? Is it B, F hole? Or is it C, D hole?
F hole.
Yeah, F hole. Right as well.
What did you put, Rob?
Yeah, that one.
You put F hole. Well, yeah, you're correct. I expected
picked-
James to at least get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got it wrong. You got it wrong, Rob.
No. That's what I put. But these are stupid questions.
All right, all right. Rally up your points on that.
Yeah.
Already did.
I got 4.
I got
2.
4 as well.
Uh-oh. Are we doing a lightning round then, or?
Rob, what did you get?
2.
Oh. Oh, we can do.
Okay, well today I guess Rob, you're today's big loser.
Yeah. Nothing new though.
Bonus question for you. In the 1990s, Chef from South Park had a #1 hit with which song? Is it A, Chocolate Salty Balls,
Chocolate Rain.
B, Big Spicy Sausage, or C, Fresh Juicy Melons?
Oh, I thought it was isn't there a song called Chocolate Rain?
Yeah, well, that's the fella off YouTube.
Yeah, there is a song, Chocolate Rain, yeah.
Chocolate.
Oh right.
Chocolate.
Okay, I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, A. Chocolate salty balls.
You too. But no, James said A first.
Well, I was waiting for you to finish with the bloody selection before James started talking.
I said the selection.
James started talking and didn't stop and let me get in. I don't accept that. That's not fair.
All right,
Oh,
Rob.
right,
All right,
go
Rob.
on.
All right, then, Rob. You decide then. Shall I do another question, or should I?
Yeah, I think to be fair, do another question and like nobody speak, but like just
So here's the question. Everyone's silent until the answers came up.
Come up.
Until you know the right answer.
Can I look now?
Yeah, you can look.
Yeah.
According to the saying, what must you not let under the tent? Is it A, a camel's toe, B, a frisky frog, or C, a camel's nose?
C.
James got it.
Oh, okay. That was a complete
There you
guess.
go, then.
That was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah. I mean, I've used all the good answers. All the good questions, I mean.
Ta-ra! And that noise means we've sadly come to the end of another episode. If you've liked what you've heard, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
This podcast is also available on a number of other streaming platforms. Why not check us out on Overcast?
Don't forget to check the description for our other channels and websites. And on that note, it's a, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. From me.
It's a so long farewell, Avita saying goodbye from me.
It's a sayonara, folks, from me.
it's hasta la vista, baby, from me. And James is going to pick a song to play at the end of this episode. So hope you enjoy that and hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Hello, it's a couple of weeks since we recorded and I've developed a cold. I'm just interjecting to say that the song that we're playing now in the outro is a demo recording of another song from Office Dyke that I did last October in Theatre Clwyd. And it's the demo for a song called The Song of the Foot. And it goes a little something like this. not so much the life I want to leave behind as the life I'll find that makes me want to hitch this hike with you on Offa's Dyke. I've dirtied my hands with my work, and I've dirtied my work with my hands. That's the pity, and civilization is stuck to the streets with the dust of the city. If I'm to stay alive, I must learn to live on my feet. It's not so much the life I want to leave behind as the life I'll find that makes me want to hitch this hike with you on Offa's Dyke, that makes me want to hitch this hike with you